YouTube, how is it going? It is Kyle Tresloff here. I have not made a video for a little while. They're getting a little bit more frequent, so I hope that you are all well. So I am a tarot reader. I've done that for 14 years. Technically, I connect to I guess it's God, really, without sounding too spiritually airy fairy and a little bit, ungrounded. I'm not interested in spirituality that is like that. I think that there is a time and place to be very expansive and to go into um, the spiritual realms. But I think that one of the most important things, and I see it often in um, people who are on a spiritual pathway or journey is ungroundedness. And whilst I think that, of course, that is, there's what do I want to say? Everything is maybe working out as it needs to. People are having the experiences that they need to have. I think that collectively we should move towards a space that is, less conscious, actually, is what I would say. Because I think that when we are too much up here, in maybe the higher energetic centers, when we are spiritually seeking or looking, interestingly, I have turned a card for the day and it is the Hermit, which is, the spiritual seeker a little bit. What it can do is it activates the head and the mind. And often people do it from trauma and pain, that they're looking for something else, but it can be a way that people escape. And I think that actually the method of being embodied and grounded and rooted and here and as earthed as we can be is probably the thing that is the most nourishing for our spirits and for our soul, because we are human, we are meant to be here. So I see a lot of people getting lost in ideology, about the mechanics of how maybe creation works, metaphysics, which then bleeds into people uh, chasing, you know, wonderful theories that are not completely true. Um, and I think that some of this bleeds into, the law of attraction, manifestation. Um, it What those things can do. Yes, we are vibrational beings. Yes, things come into our reality based on, what is going on within us. But it doesn't necessarily need to be so conscious. I think that we can trust, let go, surrender, know that maybe things are working out as they need to. I think if you really believe in God, then, how do you know what is the best thing for you at all times? There are experiences that you would want to manifest that maybe are not what your spirit and your soul need. And there are things that you would never want to experience that your soul needs to experience. And so the truth of God really is that people are where they are. They are having the experiences that they need to have. That's the cosmic joke, even when people are lost in these theories. But once again, collectively, which way do we want to move? And I think that there should be information out there that is perhaps a little bit more holistic, which that word is overused, um, which is not just one dimensional spirituality, which interestingly, when people talk about, the fifth dimension and all of these different things, it's one dimensional. It's not grounded and rooted in earth. So I think that that's maybe all I'm going to say for today. Don't seek too much and know that it's unfolding maybe the way that it needs to. Everything that has ever made you you has created you into an instrument and a vessel for God. And the piece of you that is God knows what it needs to be and what it needs to do. You will grow into that because that's what you're here for. No amount of affirmations or manifestation or trying to be something other than that which you are will work. That right there is the truth, okay? So, sorry to burst a few people's bubbles, but that's objective reality which exists. Things are not just subjective opinions. There is objective reality in this creation that we exist inside of. because that must exist in God too. So I am going to do a reading now. I've got 3 lined up. It's been a very busy month. Tomorrow is also busy. Yesterday was very busy. So I'm going to get back to work. But, these videos are for also part of the work, part of the service, to perhaps spread information that is needed, because there's a lot of misinformation out there that is touching on some of the truth, but not the totality of what God is. That's it. All is good, all is God, all is love. That's the joke. Until we connect again soon in a bit.